This was not everything. Got that there. Let me just stick this here. That's everything. All right. So I wanted to do a quick video. Excuse me. I've been dealing with allergies, I think, recently. So I wanted to do a quick video because I didn't video my process while I was doing the paintings and sketches, art at the park. Just some little videos in between. And I think this video ended up being a really short one. But let's see here. So my tools were, how should I start this? So recently I've been carrying around this little sketchbook. It's a little moleskin mini sketchbook. I got it while I was in Washington, D.C. in October of last year, so 2024. We stopped into, I believe it's called Blick Arts, at Caitlin's suggestion, and I picked up this little sketch pad just because I had been finding myself not staying consistent with this big one. I love my traveler's journals, but I just wasn't staying consistent because I had just packed so many things and expectations of what I should be doing in the traveler's journal, which is a big reason I switched to Hobonichi Weeks and some other things. I will eventually go back to using this as my one and only because I truly do love the inserts in traveler's journal, but that's not why we're here. So I got this little one and I've been doing sketches, not consistently. So I'll do a little flip through, I suppose. So I was doing little sketches, like that was the Washington, D.C. monument. I don't have my mochi to have like a little fun pointer, like, yeah, and then this, and then this. That's okay. So that was supposed to be the Washington Monument. This is a croissant. And then the Capitol building. And then I did another sketch. This is the back gardens, the healing gardens at my work. I don't remember what medium I used for this. It was it might have been markers. Oh, I know it's markers, but I can't remember the name of the markers. Did I say what it was? No, I can't remember the name. Anyway, and then when I went to this, so this is how inconsistent I am. That was October. That was October, November, and then February of this year when I went to the Seattle Art Museum. And so I've been setting myself time limits of, hey, you're gonna sit down for 10 minutes and sketch. And so these aren't very in detail. This is my little devil dog. The eyes, I just could not get the eyes right, and it's terrible, I know. But that's April, so it's like from February to April. We were sitting out on the deck and I just sketched out Marvin sitting there. And then I just sketched this out because I was missing the long views in Texas, so I sketched that out. I think this was another, quick, just little sketch. And so that was, let me see, that was April again. This is May. And this I just referenced a photo on, I Googled a Hobbit door. and I took 20 minutes just to sketch this out as a quick break between screen time. And yes, I was referencing a photo that was on the screen, but I wasn't staring at that photo the whole time, nor was my work solely on the screen. Again, this is another one from this month. It's my desk. I just decided to set myself a 20-minute timer and sketch what was directly in front of me. And so this is my 3 stamp booklets that were just sitting on my desk in a messy array. And instead of cleaning, I just decided, like I said, just to sketch what was there. A couple weeks back, I just sketched a view at work. The perspectives are a little off. But I just went after work one day, sat in the mess hall, and spent 20 minutes just doing a rough sketch. And then this was yesterday. This was yesterday at the park. And this is one of the ones that I finished that I was briefly showed you. I'm trying more often to just sketch what's in front of me, like pick a focus and sketch. But this one I did do a wonder, and I purposely went to go sketch the thing. Yeah, this was a 20-minute timer. Or was it a 15-minute timer? One sec. Did I write that down? Oh no. One sec. I said I set myself 30 minutes to sketch and get something on paper. So this was 30 minutes. Okay. I'm not happy with everything, but I'm happy that I did it. And then I didn't sketch the next one in here because I'm moved on to watercolors. But before I do that, so what I've been doing to be able to do more of that sketching where I'm at, like this, and having my tools with me, is I have this in here. That goes with that. That goes with that. With this. And in here we have a couple pencils. I have this pencil. I don't use this one as much, honestly. Oh no. Did I lose it? Oh, I left my kneaded eraser somewhere. I must have left it on the bench yesterday. One second. Let me make sure I didn't put it in the bag. Oh, bummer. Oh, that's frustrating. Yeah, I guess it blended in, the gray and the gray. Oh well, I will just have to pick up another one. Dagnabbit. That's really unfortunate. Okay, anyway, we'll move on. I use this the most. My Blackwing. This is my most used pencil. But I do have these two in here as well. And these were just from an old, probably some old sketch kits. I have one that's ancient. I'll have to show you. These for any markups, markings that I want to do, as well as one of this Sarasa mark-on. I like doing the ink art or ink lines with that. And then if you notice, I do add a color. Now, I thought I had a blue one of these two, but I have olive earth, and I think I have a teal. I've just misplaced it, much like my kneaded eraser, but I think I've actually misplaced this locally versus my kneaded eraser being hopefully not in a bird's stomach, because that would make me feel awful. Anyway, those are the sketching tools that I have with me. And I just make sure it's in this. I also put my Hobonichi Weeks in this, and this comes with me to work every day to force myself into a situation where I need to sketch. Or honestly, I've noticed when I'm spiraling at work, with the work, and just getting overwhelmed and stressed, if I've already taken my walk for the day, taking 10 to 15 to 20 minutes, depending on like how much time I have left to be able to take time for a break, essentially. Doing this really helps my spiral stop. So it's an aborted spiral, basically. Anyway. This is color and sketching. I think this even has the colors here. Aha. Oh. Newsflash, your kneaded eraser can go bad. Yuck. Oh gosh, I have a whole plethora. I'm sort of embarrassed. I have a whole plethora of things I can enjoy. And I have this other sketchbook. So this is from 2014. I would do the same. Just go and sketch, but I'm not very consistent. That is something I'm not good at when it comes to my own art and my own investing into myself. 2021. Those are hellebores. I was playing with ink here, just sketching. Yeah, and then it goes bye-bye. I'll pull that, put that over there for now. Ink, ink, ink. This was gifted to me eons ago, over a decade ago, of just different let's see here, different mediums, paper. It smells like old person. Different charcoals. I don't have charcoal paper and I haven't wanted to use this. I have more charcoals in here. But I do know if the time comes, I can use it. Some more. And more. And then I walked up that way and I decided to do a watercolor because I'm not good at watercolors. And so I used my little Winsor Newton here. It's going to be a bit of a mess, yeah. So I just use this with these ones that have the water in them. I did not use the square, but I did use the more rounded and then the tiny. Here, this one was for really tiny fine, and then this one was bigger. And I used the Traveler's Journal watercolor insert. Oh, it's right there. And I just sat by the troll that's at the Lincoln Park. And this is not great. I think I like my clouds the best. I did a horrible job putting in detail. However, I did it. And I realize I can also go in with this out of the way. For Christmas, Postmark got me some watercolor pencils to try. And so I realize I can go in with some watercolor pencils maybe and touch it up, add more details to like this little island that's here, the sign, and then the mountains, and then get some details, more details in the grass as well as this log. But I know it's not great. I'm a little better at sketching than I am with watercolors, but I keep trying them and they frustrate the heck out of me. Basically I'm just sharing to say, hey, go do the thing, even if you suck at it. Because for me, even though this sucked, the outcome of this is not an outcome I would have liked. I went and I did it. I now can, it's more of a memory because while I was doing this sketching, I heard all the people going up and down the trail being excited about the troll that's there, being excited about the water. They were out on their bikes, they were out on their feet, they were out moving and playing at the park. And it became more of a memory because I was just sitting there listening to the world go on around me while I was just capturing a moment the best I could. And I can probably go in with watercolor pencils and try. But as you can see, I'm not the best at. I know this is watercolor, but what I did last was at the post crossing made up in 2024 for World Postcard Day. And so I sat at the bar and I sketched out what was directly in front of me. And I went and I sat in one of the detention bar, and I sketched out one of the guys there. That's horribly wrong. But I remember the moment this guy was carrying a tray of glasses around and his hair was just bouncing all over the place. Sitting in the garden, watching the Stellar Jays. And here's another sitting in our garden. That's sitting in my vegetable garden area. And then I don't have anything else. Oh, I have this. This is from our trip to England back in 2022. And then this is an incomplete, completely abandoned, sitting at Lincoln Park watching the ferry. But like I said, I'm not consistent, and so I can't expect to be very good if I'm not consistent. But I am learning to set time limits. So for this one, I set my limit 15 minutes, kind of just sketch out where everything was going. And then I did 30 minutes on the color. And I forced myself to do timed studies, essentially. That way I didn't sit there for far too long and just keep mucking it up. But yeah, I don't know if this helps with anything that you want to do, but I felt like sharing. And I know it's not postal related, but here we are. It's my channel. I can do what I want with it. I'm gonna pack up